Hi guys, Dave Wilson here again for Tronex Tools. Now, sometimes you need to get your wire cutters into tight, intricate areas. Sometimes you need to get them into very tight, intricate areas. Well, you know what I'm going to say. As always, Tronex have a solution for you. And the solution to that problem are angulated cutters. Intrigued? Come with me, let me show you what they are. So here we have a pair of angulated cutters, and I'll explain in a moment exactly what that means. These are the 7082 50-degree small angulated head cutters, and you can see here that they're just under 6 inches long or about 15 centimetres. As with the rest of the Tronex range, they feature the 2-pair ASD safe Tronex handles, available in 2 lengths. These here are the Series 7 extra long ergonomic handles, and of course you can also get the standard Series 5 standard size handles. Again, they've got the double return springs for easy one-handed use and for comfortable repeated cutting. Moving down, you can see the special Tronex lap joint design with the hardened steel sleeve acting as a pivot, secured on the other side with a steel hex bolt which runs all the way through, so this gives a very strong and secure joint. In between the two parts, where you can't actually see, is a Delrin washer. Now, Delrin is a very tough polymer, and this acts as a bearing in between the two parts to prevent metal on metal contact and to give a smooth, consistent action. It also reduces wear and so helps to prolong the life of your tool. This precision joint also ensures that the tips come together perfectly aligned every time. Now, if you look at them side on, you will see that the ends are bent over at an angle, or angulated. That's where the term comes from. And I can tell you that the tips are bent over at 50 degrees. The cutting edge isn't along the jaws as it might be with a regular pair of round head cutters, say. In these, the cutting edge is just at the very tips, and on these it's just 5.6mm long. So you can see that the tips are also rounded, and so they curve round to a fine point. Something else that you might notice is this tiny little grub screw in one side of the jaws. Well, firstly, you don't need to touch that, so don't mess with it. This has been set by Tronex, and it's there as a safety feature to protect the fine cutting edge of your cutters. You see, the screw has been set to allow the cutting edges to come together flush and create a perfect cut, but they're protected from excessive force. You see, these cutters are 15 centimetres long, but the tips are only a few millimetres. So because of the leverage, you could potentially exert a huge amount of force, and this could potentially reduce the life of your cutting edge. So that screw is there to protect against that and ensure that your cutters continue to keep the fine edges. So once again, it's just another example of Tronex quality. They really have thought of every last detail. So what these cutters allow us to do is to cut wires perfectly flush to a surface whilst allowing a huge 50-degree handle. So this gives us maximum access for our hands so we can hold the tool properly. But also, because of the 50-degree handle and the tiny rounded head, this also gives us great visibility, so it helps us to actually see what's at the tip and what's happening there. So this means that you can get into these tight areas where access might be a problem, but you can still perform a perfect cut and be able to actually see what you're doing. So these are great for very intricate jewellery work, beading and fine wire work. Of course, they also lend themselves to electronics and computer work, being able to access a densely populated circuit board from a high angle but still be able to make a flush cut flat to the surface. They're also great where you might have a bundle of wires or components in a tight area. You can get right into where you need to cut. So perfect for electronics, jewellers, watch repairers, model makers, basically anybody who needs a precise flush cut with great visibility in a small tight area. The 7082 here and the 5082 are suitable for up to 0.8mm wire, 20 AWG. Now, by wire, of course, we mean copper wire, silver, gold. Tronex also supply a larger head on the 072 and a smaller miniature head on the 075 model. And if you want ultimate precision, then they also make a range of small ones with handled, very pointed little cutting jaws. And these are the 080. Of course, all available with either 5 or 7 series handles. So if you need access to a tight area, then check out the Tronex range of angulated cutters. I've been Dave Wilson, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.